The Pixel 4a has been announced and I'm going to be reviewing my Pixel 3a XL, which I've had for 1 year and 1 month. And there are still some things about this phone which really surprise me. I'm going to try to keep it as short and brief as I can. The thing that surprises me most about the Pixel 3a XL is how intuitive the software is. This is the best version of Android, make no mistake about it. And at times it's even better than iOS. So if you're in the market for a phone which doesn't cost an arm and leg, I strongly recommend this one. The camera is outstanding and I really like the photographs it has. And sometimes there is a natural look to most images which I really appreciate about the Pixel. It's still speedy. I won't say it's very fast. I'm now finally seeing signs of aging of this phone with respect to the speed, but otherwise not much to complain about. The speakers are very loud. You have a stereo speaker effect, so anything I play, it's very clear and precise. My primary phone is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is my secondary phone, which used to be my primary phone before the iPhone showed up. The other thing about this phone that is now kind of causing me or giving me some apprehensions and doubts is the fact that it feels a little slow. For example, if I want to take a photograph of this, there I've taken it, and yeah, it seemed fast enough, but sometimes I notice a lag here and there. The typing experience of the keyboard is still fantastic and and it's worth commending. Yeah. And the other thing which I sometimes struggle with is the fact that it has just 64 GB onboard storage. So I need to constantly update it with Google Photos and back up all my information. This does a system-wide backup on its own on the Google Cloud, which is awesome. If you talk about the apps, I think most of the apps are very well suited for the Pixel. I never feel like, oh my god, this app works so much better on the iPhone, be it YouTube. Google Maps on this is better than the one on the Apple iPhone. I just feel the Android has a much better Google Maps system. The front camera is taking a bit of a hit these days. I don't feel it's as good as can be. I love having a fingerprint ID instead of a face or anything else for that matter. And you have a good experience with multimedia also. If I'm listening to music on this phone, it's good. Is it as good as the iPhone 11 Pro Max? No. If I'm connected with my Bose headphones, I think the Pixel does not sound as good as the iPhone by a good 20%. Not a deal breaker at all. When I talk on the phone, I'm now finding that the volume is a little low, and that's primarily happening because I'm comparing it with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. What a big name, man. Why can't they just call the iPhone something else? Anyways, let's talk about battery life right now. The fact this has a USB-C, and that makes it very easy for me to keep charging it. My car has a charger. My MacBook charger is what I use to charge this, by the way. I don't even use the original charger anymore. I use the MacBook charger and I just plug it in and I'm good to go. And it charges, it takes about maybe an hour to charge to about 83%, which I'm okay with. I never let it drain out completely. I also use this battery app, which I strongly recommend you use also. It's called AccuBattery. It helps you understand the stats of your phone, the battery cycles, and the battery health. So after using it for a year, as per AccuBattery, my battery health is 98%, and I think that's awesome. But I'll have you know that when I began using it, it was showing my battery health is 106%, whatever the reason is. So it has only declined. It says based on 209 sessions. So I've charged it 209 times since then. Now let's look at the battery stats. For example, I want to see when was the last time I did a full day. This is my secondary phone. It went from 100% to 26% over 30 hours and 36 minutes. with 3.5 hours of screen on time. I think that's a good estimate. You can expect a good 4 to 5 hours screen on time. Google Maps doesn't take a lot of battery on this phone. I like the fact that I have Wi-Fi calling now. It makes life so much easier. In terms of durability, I've always been using the Spigen case. But if you take a look at the phone on the back side, I haven't cleaned this or anything. It's in pretty decent condition. There are some marks of the case which I can wipe away. It's really light, and I love that about this phone. It's very compact and portable. I mean, sometimes I'm watching a video on this and walking, and it's an amazing experience. The screen is still amazing. It still makes, it's not very popping, it's not very casual, it's the right combination and something right about it. I love the on-screen display, it's very helpful. That's about it, I guess. Overall, I really enjoyed the Pixel 3a XL, and I'm ready for the next chapter. I got this for about 42,000 rupees here in India, and I'm pretty hopeful I'll sell it for 22,000 after using it for a year, and invest that money in buying the new Pixel 4a device. So if you're in the market for a new phone, this is probably available for about 32,000 right now, if you can find it, and if it's not sold out, I strongly recommend you buy this. Almost everything about this phone is worth liking and loving. One of the best phones I've used. Thank you for watching my review.